What's up, Franchise Nation? Player Faces, Tattoos, and Shoes is back. We got the NBA champion, Miami Heat, and you know who is first? LeBron. Now, I'm wondering, though, man. You was told a long time ago. Now, I mean, obviously it looked like it, right? You was told a long time ago, though, LeBron, you was going to be the cover guy. They probably told you when the photo shoot was. Why you come to the photo shoot with more hair on your face and on your head than you had at any time during the season? I mean, this is like Skid Row LeBron, and I don't know why he decided that he just didn't want to. I don't know. Maybe you know what? He probably didn't even realize how detailed it was really gonna be. And then when the pictures came out, he was like, "Oh man, really? It's gonna be like I'm gonna look like that?" It was too late. It was too late, LeBron. They already had you with your 8 o'clock shadow on your face and a lot of hair on your head, which even more points out the fact that your hair is leaving. So this is probably not what you wanted, but it worked out this way. How many people think he probably going to be on the cover again next year? What you think? You think 2K has moved to a thing where they signing people for, like, instead of a year at a time and changing the cover guy every year, maybe they're signing guys for 2 years at a time? I mean, obviously Michael Jordan is retired or whatever, but Mike was on the cover. Mike was on the cover 1 year, right? Then they split the cover. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But it seemed to me to make sense, especially if the Heat win the championship again, that he'd be back on there. But then we could see Durant, especially if he wins the MVP. We don't know. Dwayne Wizard, yes. Bat your eye. Do something. You know what? Every time I see Wade, I just can't stop thinking about them pants that he wore. Y'all remember when he wore them pants in the playoffs? These are really not pants. These are like really long panties. And if you are a man and you put on some really long panties, that's not gonna go over well with a lot of people. And for me, somebody gonna put on, you going to the Hall of Fame, Dwayne Wade, but you should never in your life put on some elongated panties and come out there talking about you finna go play basketball. Don't you do that anymore. You understand me? Move on. Chris Bosh don't get a lot of respect. He does it. Don't matter what he do. He can go for 37 and 18 with a block, 4 threes, and people be like, Bosh. But I must say, he makes some really odd faces, man. He does. He does. I told y'all before, man, he like a big black seahorse sometimes. It's like when he pooches his lip. He like always doing duck lips. Even I don't know why he would ever do, but he's doing them all the time, and he ain't even meaning to do it. His photo bombs are funny, and the dude can ball, man. I don't know, people forgot, man, his days in Toronto. He was a beast, and he still is a beast. He just really pulled his game back a lot. A lot of people talking about, somebody becomes a free agent, people can opt out. Bosh can opt out. Can you imagine what would happen if Bosh opts out? You'll see just how good Bosh is when you see teams falling over themselves trying to get him. I'm trying to tell you. Ray, Jesus Shuttlesworth, yeah. I'm gonna tell you this as a bald head person. When you cut off all your hair, most of the time, he did it like a lot of people when you go bald because your hair falling out. When you go bald headed though, people really truly see the true size of your head and all of the contours of your head. And that's what it's looking like, because Ray Allen's head looked like a pregnant lady's stomach, just a smaller version. And you see, I'm telling you, because I'm bald, I know that's how it is. My head pointy on the top, is just wide in the face, like my cheekbones go out. You can't see my ears. Y'all know, you've seen videos. So you gotta really be ready for life when you go all the way bald, because it's finna get real. You know what I mean? It's finna get real. Mario Chomps, look at the look on his face, like they always yelling at me. They yelling at me right now. I act like I don't hear them though. They yelling. I hate when they yell. When the president of the United States talk about people yelling at you, that's bogus. Look at it. There's a look on his face. I just don't know why they yell at me. I don't know. But Mario Chalmers, I'm gonna tell you, some of the stuff he used to do, he don't do it as much now because he's more of a veteran. Some of the stuff he was doing was like, what are you doing? But now I think he just the dude that when, every team got a whooping boy. Bosh is kind of the whooping boy, but on the court amongst the team, boy, I'm trying to tell you, somebody can fall in the stands. LeBron, Dwayne Wade be like, Mario, Didn't we tell you to get the popcorn up off the steps up there? I mean, it's like he get blamed for everything. Somebody pooped. He in the locker room. Mario farted. It was Mario. I know it was Mario. I mean, you know, I guess that's what happens when you got, you know, what you got on some Spaldings. Ain't nobody gonna respect you when you wear Spaldings. Michael Beasley, for sure. Now, you know what I'm going to tell you. This really don't look much like Michael Beasley. I don't know. This is one of the worst renders that was actual. I don't know what it is here. It's weird. He look like, though he threw his hands up. He don't even know. He like, baby bye. Look, baby bye. He don't know. But I'm real proud of what's going on with Michael Beasley, man. You know, everybody knows about the problems, the weed, and you know, just kind of the disciplinary issues and professionalism things that people had, questions they had about him. A lot of people was like just waiting on him to mess up in Miami, but he hasn't. And you notice you're not hearing hardly anything about Michael Beasley. His minutes are a little, you know, erratic or whatever. But this is what happens when you're doing what you're supposed to do. People don't pay no attention. They don't pay no attention. But as soon as you start messing up, you on the front page of every paper, every internet site in the world. It's messed up is that way, but that's the way it is. You know what I mean? Because he's been cool, been handling his business, doing what he's supposed to do. You don't hear nothing about Michael Beasley unless you live in Miami, and you still probably don't hear that much about him there. So it's kind of crazy that he ain't getting no love or appreciation for having a really, you know, nice year. And I hope he get a ring, because that would really be, you know, I mean, because pretty much, I don't think, as well as the Bulls have played, and even though, yeah, the Bulls did just beat the Heat, that was regular season, and, you know, it's not the playoffs, and we know that's a whole different story, because when we first met the Heat in the playoffs, the Bulls had swept the Heat, Miami, in the regular season that year, and lost in 5 games in the playoffs. So we know that don't make no difference. I still think the Heat are the team to beat. I think next year, with a healthy team, the Bulls are, you know, and maybe Carmelo. I think that's when we can start talking about that again. We got Tony Douglas. We didn't get Tony Douglas on the court, so this is all you're going to get at Tony Douglas. He a little darker on here than he's supposed to be. I don't know. I don't know if that's really Tony Douglas. Now, this is Shane Batty. Now, look at this. Look at his head. Have you ever seen a human being who wasn't fat, who had that fat of a scalp? I mean, it's like he got 2 layers of scalps. He got somebody else's scalp. Like, you know, he got a dual layered scalp. I don't know why. It's like on top of his head is like a pack of hot dogs just sitting there, or a rib. I don't know what it is. The funniest thing ever, man. You know, his barber got to pinch his head or just spread the skin on his head out to make sure he cut inside all of the fat layers. It's, oh my God. Udonis, he looked like 12 Angry Slaves on here, man, or something. Look, he like he just finna start singing. I feel like going on. I feel like, boy, it look like times is hard right here, boy. And his facial hair look like black cornbread. I mean, it is rough out here. Look at the brow. This is an awesome render, though. I mean, this is beast render. But, ooh, they caught him at a bad moment. Either he constipated and he got really want to boo-boo really bad, and it just won't happen. Something is going wrong with Udonis there, but I don't know what. We'd have to ask him. I don't know. Man, that was rough. But this dude is like, I think I'm correct. He is the longest tenured current Miami Heat. I think either he's been there just as long as Dwayne Wade, or he got there like a year before. I'm not sure. It's one of them. It's close. This dude is I love his game. I love the presence that he brings to a team. Every team to me need a dude like this. You know, tough, good defender, rebounds. He can knock down the open jump shot. Every team needs a guy like this on their team. This is a real kind of veteran, kind of a glue guy. Dwayne Wade die 1,000 deaths, give up all his long-range panties if they were to ever get rid of Udonis Haslem. Because this dude is, you can't put, he got on Dwayne Wade's shoes. Look at it. You know what I'm saying? You can't put no price or value on what this dude means to Miami. He is for real. He's the truth. Let's slide it. Who we got next coming up? Get him in these little shoes off. Get him off. Oh, see, now, see, this is serious business. Greg Oden. Actually, Greg Oden is one of my favorite players. And no, I'm not. I don't mean like he's the best player. I'm not saying that. But I root for Greg Oden for real because I really want him to do well. I really do. He seemed like a real cool dude, man. People get down and he the butt of all kinds of jokes, all that. Now that said, he is a very frightful human being. Very frightful. I mean, can you imagine? You turn around and you didn't know he was there, and he's standing there and he like bend down to get close to your. Oh my God! You be like, Jesus help me! Jesus help me! Jesus help me right now! Jesus, Lord, Jesus take me! I mean, wow. You know, it's rough, man. It's a tough times up there around in the face area. It's tough. But now they did a fairly good job of rendering Greg Oden. They got probably the wrong ugly, because everybody got a different ugly. You can't put somebody else's ugly on the wrong person. You mismatch your uglies. I think he got a little bit of a mismatch ugly going on. So everybody's ugly on sometimes, some days, some way, shape, or form. Some people's ugly lasts a little longer than others. That's okay. That's just the way it is. But yeah, I think he got a little bit of a mismatch ugly. So we got to get that back together. Work it out. Now, Chris Birdman Andersen. I don't know what's going on. He looks like an angry female member of the infantry here. I don't know. And we don't, man. I don't know. He got a lot of tattoos. It's a lot, man. It really is a lot. And it's he has so many tattoos. You just walk up to him and ask him, is he all right? He don't got to be sick or nothing. You just look. You just be like, are you okay? Are you doing? You okay? You sure? He's like, yeah. You all right? Hey, why you ask that? Well, I mean, you got a lot, man. Now, I mean, I don't think. And this is just the ones you can see with his uniform on. Ain't no telling what, I don't know. I don't know, man. Look, this what? Oh yeah, all the way down his fingers. Does he I'm surprised he ain't got a tattoo in the palm of his hand, man. He probably gonna get the globe tattooed in his hand. He just be like, I got the whole world in my hand. I got the whole, just anything, man. He gotta be running out of concepts. He can't even have no more ideas. If he have a tattoo idea, the world will explode. I don't know what he gonna do. Norris, look at Norris. Either he drunk, just woke up, or turned his head away so he didn't sneeze on you. Whatever. Cover your mouth and your nose with your arm, with the cups of your elbow and your arm. You don't just sneeze out like that, Norris. Wake up. Don't you drink no more on picture day. We told you. Norris Cole's a beast, though. On the real, he really is. He could easily start for Miami, and just be the normal point guard. I mean, he really is a beast. I like his game a lot. Imagine what he would be if he wasn't playing with Miami. He wouldn't have these championships, but we'd be talking about him as one of the better point guards in the league. I truly believe it. Rashad Lewis. Hey, you can hate all you want, but my man done got paid in his career. He done got paid. Straight out of high school, he done got paid, for real. And, right about now, he's mastered the whole come off the bench and play my role, and, man, he good with it. Winning championships. I ain't mad. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad. I mean, he been in the league a long time, man. So, people can say what they want to say. He has done well for himself. This is actually DeAndre Ligand. He is from Chicago, and if I'm not mistaken, went to George Washington High School. I remember seeing him play in high school. To believe it or not, in high school, his nickname was? It was Big Ticket. Kind of like Kevin Garnett, but not exactly. But yeah, he was a beast at school. Always, physical specimen. He went to Kentucky. So he went to Kentucky, he balled out in high school, for sure. So yeah, man, He just got signed, I think, late in the season to, I don't know if he got signed for the remainder of the season or it was a 10-day or whatever. He might have even got released since now. I don't think so, but he might have. But DeAndre Ligand is, you know, it was good seeing him in the league from the shy for sure, doing his thing. And this is James Jones, been in the league for a minute playing with the Heat, found his niche as a veteran that can shoot threes. When they call his name, they don't call it a lot, but when they call it, you got to be ready. You got to be ready, and he's ready. He ready. James Jones just, I mean, man, hey, you know, this is just one of them veteran minimum dudes that the Miami Heat feel they roster out with. Guys who know their culture, know the ropes, know Spoelstra's system. There it is. That's it for Player Faces, Tattoos, and Shoes. Y'all subscribe, follow. Peace, baby.